The ESA has announced that E3 is officially dead. The Entertainment Software Association has announced that its long-running Electronic Entertainment Expo, E3, is officially dead, as reported by the Washington Post. The last in-person E3 conference happened in 2019 before the COVID-19 pandemic, and other complications prevented it from coming back in full form since. Despite struggles, the ESA attempted to bring E3 back in various ways. It was canceled in 2020 as a result of the pandemic. The 2021 E3 was an all digital event. The 2022 show was canceled, and this year's attempt with PAX organizer ReedPop was canned too. After more than 2 decades of hosting an event that has served as a central showcase for the US and global video game industry, the Entertainment Software Association has decided to bring E3 to a close. ESA President and CEO Stanley Pierre Lewis told the Washington Post. We know the entire industry, players and creators alike, have a lot of passion for E3. We share the passion. We know it's difficult to say goodbye to such a beloved event, but it's the right thing to do given the new opportunities our industry has to reach fans and partners. Pierre Lewis told the Washington Post that E3's closure means video games and the surrounding business has blossomed in different ways, noting that any of the major game companies can create their own individual showcases. He's likely alluding to the former popularized by Nintendo with its Nintendo Directs, with which other publishers like Xbox and PlayStation utilize now. That's exciting for our industry. It means it's an opportunity for them to explore how to engage new audience in different ways. For a recap of the history of E3, read the story here. For a look at the event's recent cancellation, read it here. Um, so, what do you think of E3 basically being announced as dead?
It was expected for the last couple of years at least now. And
Yeah,
especially the pandemic, like carried this huge blow to the industry of E3 and all by itself. At first, it was a realization to like, oh, to the companies like Nintendo, Sony, um, Xbox, well, they'll need E3 back in 2020, 2021 to these events in person or over on the internet, especially. And pandemic proved that. It proved see, pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic created a lot of different change in dynamics of all industries, from airlines to video games and even movies and TV shows. So it's kind of like place of life independent entities have their own structured style of presentation to all new audiences or to recurrent audiences to their products or services. So it's this great awakening back in 2020, 2022 of E3 and other game industries. It's like, hey, we don't need this E3. Like, screw E3, you know? And then E3 just went downhill after 95 years later. And now we see it. Now it's officially dead.
yep.
And it's rest in peace. So that it'd be nice for newer, younger gamers to see the experience again. But even us gamers in the 30s and 40s, some of us never got you to go to E3 because it's that exclusive to certain members of the gaming community or the gaming industry. Because E3's meant for developers, uh, press, uh, tech support workers, tech users, or tech marketers, marketing companies, things that matter for that includes events. While the public will only see it through the E3 conferences on internet, TV, or radio, whatever it goes first. So
Yeah, so unfortunately, if you have memories of E3, cherish those memories because E3 is dead. But that's not to say these showcases are dead. It's just these showcases can now be done by any console developer or even game developer at any time. Whether it's the Game Awards or whether it's Nintendo Direct or companies were this when they tried to bring E3 back this year, companies were pulling out left and right, saying they were just going to do their own showcase. What they have to show off at E3.
yeah,
So yeah, so I mean, it's a shame that the old one died, but didn't we say when Jeff Keighley because someone said E3's demise was responsible for Summer Games Fest. And didn't Jeff Keighley say that E3 is just doing things the old-fashioned way uh, when
Yeah.
showcases like the Summer Games Fest is inventing new ways to reach players um, that players want to experience.
Oh
Do you
yeah.
do you remember when we covered that?
Indeed. And back 20 years ago, 15 years ago, not even, if you wanted to see the latest game coverage, you had to read the latest magazine, the latest TV commercial, trailer, etc. But now, for the last 10 years now, the internet taking over a lot of stuff, and we don't need TV anymore or a segment on TV to forecast this information of game. So,
Yeah. If you can excuse me for a minute, I'm just gonna get some iced tea and then we'll continue.
oh, definitely. But yeah, guys, E3 definitely has changed over the years, and it's the point where it's like, it's inevitable. It was inevitable from the start of it all. One day, if ever, they might do like a special rundown of all E3 events from like 1980s to the 2010s, and then that'll be a special E3 event of itself, and that's about it after that, if ever. So.